5 News.
An emotional morning for the law enforcement community across the country. Some of our local officers and deputies are flying to New York to honor the lives of 2 police officers killed in their patrol car. Good afternoon. I'm Brian Hackney.
And I'm Ann Makovic. Frank and Michelle have the morning off. Right now, in New York City, a wake for Rafael Ramos. He was one of 2 policemen shot and killed in retaliation for the police shootings of unarmed black men. Bay Area police officers are now on their way to the funeral. They just took off from SFO. And KPIX 5's Christian Hartnett is there live. Christian.
Well, JetBlue just recently offered free flights for any law enforcement officer who wants to attend that funeral. I spoke with one sheriff's deputy who says that the 2 NYPD officers' deaths hit him hard, even though it was more than 3,000 miles away. Deputy Jurnation Raimundo of the San Francisco Sheriff's Office didn't expect to be leaving town the day after Christmas, but duty called.
When an officer is hurt, and more so when they're killed, it's an impact, and it's very important to us that we show our support for one another. Deputy Raimundo is one of 2 sheriff's deputies and 8 San Francisco police officers who boarded a flight to New York for the funeral of NYPD officer Rafael Ramos on Saturday. Ramos and his partner, Officer Wenjian Liu, were shot as they sat in their patrol car in Brooklyn last week. Ismail Brinsley had threatened to kill police in retaliation for police shootings of unarmed black men. Brinsley later killed himself. Deputy Raimundo is making the trip to the opposite coast to honor the fellow officers. We have a saying, it's called the thin blue line, and basically it's a sense of camaraderie we share. We could be totally strangers, but in an instant we understand one another.
And the 8 police officers and 2 sheriff's deputies on their way to New York will be joined by thousands of law enforcement officers who are expected to attend. At SFO, Christian Hartnett, KPIX 5.
Now, Officer Wenjian Liu's funeral has not been scheduled yet. JetBlue Airlines, which is based out of Queens, is offering to fly 2 officers for free from police departments across the country to those funerals.